Well, I've mostly been doing video editing tutorials here, but I thought for a change of pace, here's one with audio editing, multi-track recording with a program called Audacity. And I just stumbled across this when I was looking for a program that could change the tempo and the pitch of an instrument to help me learn some guitar solos. Here's where you can find it. And it's a free program. That's really nice. So when I downloaded, then opened it, here's what it looked like. You can go to File and down to Open and bring in an MP3 or a WAV or a few other formats this supports. I'll go to Recent Files and open this Vince Gill song, Liza Jane. Now the guitar solo is right over here. You can hold down on the mouse and drag to select a portion of the clip and then play it. Okay. Now I'll go to Effect, down to Change Tempo. And here, take it down maybe 20%. You can also select beats or length. Right. Well, let's take it down even more. I'll undo that and then go back to change tempo, go down to -40 this time. And you can also hit the space bar to play and stop it, which I'll do now. All right, well, this was great, but I looked around a little more. You can import more audio, more tracks, and under Effect, you can change the pitch and the speed as well as the tempo. There's a compressor, echo equalization. This began to look like a complete multi-track recording studio. Okay, so I thought I'll try to do some multi-track recording and learn the program. Now, what song? Well, I've been looking at some clips on YouTube lately. Brian Wilson, the Beach Boys. He's always been one of my favorite writers, and I love the vocal arrangements, and God Only Knows was one of my favorite songs. And so I thought I'll try to learn that song and pick out the different instruments with my trusty Casio keyboard, which you can see right here. Well, I could probably figure out the chords, but these days with the internet, you can just get the lyrics and the charts for any song, just about. And I looked around, I found one site that not only had the chords to it, but someone, a musician named Alan Dean, had charted out the vocal parts for a lot of Beach Boys songs. Thank you, Alan. That was great. Anyway, over the past couple of weeks in my spare time, I've been working on this and finally finished it. And while it's still fresh in my mind and on my computer, I thought I'll just retrace the steps for anyone who might be interested in looking at the software and learning the song. That was the first step. So in this first clip, I'll show you the song on piano. Now, this may only be interesting to musicians or someone who wants to learn the song, but then we'll pick out a few different parts on the keyboard. Then in the next clip, we'll transfer these tracks into the computer along with some vocals, and we'll try to mix it all together with the software. The chords on the intro are the same as the chorus. There are just two of them, A to E, back and forth. I'll play the E right here. God only knows. Now when the bass comes in, it's playing an A, then a G sharp to an F sharp, back to the G sharp, which is the third of the E. God only knows what. And now the bass is playing this to lead into the verse, and something else is right here, and there's a third part in the beginning. So if you put all three of those together, you've got three major chords, just A, B, and C, which leads up to D, and that's the first chord of the verse. Now, there are 8 chords in the verse. Let's go over those quickly. The first 4 are D to B minor 6th, then an F sharp minor to a B major this time, and you can add a 7th there. Again, I'm going to play these all in one position. So the D I can play right in here, and then the B minor 6th, F sharp minor I can play like this to the B. Now the bass isn't always playing the root of the chord. On the first chord on the D, it's playing an A. It's playing the 5th. Then it's playing the root on the B minor, as it is on the F sharp minor. When we go to the B chord, though, it's playing an A. It's playing the 7th there. The last 4 chords are E, and then a diminished with a C in it. A diminished chord is just those minor third intervals all the way up. Then back to E to C sharp minor. And again, I'm going to play the chords right in this area. E, then the diminished chord, back to the E to the C sharp minor. And there's only one note difference between an E and a C sharp minor. The bass is again playing the fifth on the E. So it's playing a B and then up to a C, back to B. And on the C sharp minor, it's playing a B flat. And that leads right down to the A chord, and we're back to God only knows. Okay, let's just quickly play through the whole thing. I may not always love you, but long as there are stars above you, you never need to doubt it. I'll make you so sure about it. God only knows. And that's it. The first thing we'll need to do is get a drum beat, a rhythm, and this felt like it had a little bit of a shuffle. God only knows. We could just use a click track, but it'll be a little more fun to play along with a rhythm like this. And we may not even use this, may just take it out, but we'll need something in there to sync the rest of the tracks with. And with this keyboard, I can record up to 6 tracks. You can overdub and do some multi-track recording here. So we'll start with the drum beat and then get a piano sound and a bass. Then we'll, one at a time, put these tracks into the computer. So I'll put this in the record song mode and then record on one track, just the drums, and give myself a couple measures. I'm not going to keep this piano part. I'm just putting this down so I know where I am, because you can do little fills right here. And so we'll need a piano sound. So I'll start the drums, and I'll have to play this just perfectly. 2, 3, 4. Okay, I've got to get the bass sound here. The bass is playing this kind of pattern through most of the song. This keyboard has got output for the 1/4-inch phone jacks, and I don't have the right adapters to go from 2 of those into one 1/8-inch stereo mini plug, which will go into the computer. So this will just be mono, but that's fine. We can turn it into stereo in there.